I think I'm going to give it to you this time because yours seemed well more prepared than mine.
I was looking around frantically. Oh, I forgot something.
And this just came in the mail. Her name is Sandy June. Thank you for the coffee mug. And
I'm
so,
gonna make
yeah,
her famous.
I got a Sandy June coffee mug. So there you go. Thank you, Sandy. Welcome to Zia Comics Weekly. It's amazing the stuff that will come through the radio station sometimes. Like, oh, everyone needs a limited edition Sandy June coffee mug.
Yeah, DJs drink coffee.
Yeah, of
Here.
course they do. Oh, man. Of course, checking in with you guys. It is Thursday, which means it is time for us to nerd out for the next half hour. A lot to get to. What's up, Troy? How things been going?
Oh, busy as always, man. I guess I can say this now. We did sign. We got a finally signed contract for El Paso Comic Con for the convention center.
Nice.
Oh man, it only took 4 months.
Only 4 months. That's all we need.
Yeah, it was it was difficult. We requested a lot of changes, and they accommodated us. They accommodated our changes, so I was very happy. And
Where are we still same location as last year?
yeah, it's going to be in the convention center again. We're getting
Okay.
the whole center again. I've heard rumors there's a planned expansion there. They're talking about adding like 30,000 square feet, which is good because we're starting to outgrow it.
Yeah, no, it's getting bigger and bigger, especially this last one, and then now it's like,
Yeah,
okay, so
that's what I told him. I was like, hey, I need more space.
do we really need that over there? Can we just make it more space, please?
Well, way I understand it is the side on whatever that side street is. They have a big outside area over there. It's just like a paved walkway that's probably 20, 30 feet wide at least. So I think they're going to expand over that way because nobody uses that walkway.
Well, it's great space if you think about it. It's available space that hasn't been used. Why not put it to good use?
Yeah, what money is construction takes money.
Oh yeah, that's right, huh?
Especially when you involve the government.
Yeah, oh, okay. You mean to tell me that you and I just can't go out there with a couple of hammers and some nails and put it together in one weekend?
Yeah, like we'll Homer Simpson it. Yeah, it's done. Just don't touch it.
Yeah, just if you can, don't look at it, touch it, or breathe near it because it may fall apart.
Pray the wind doesn't blow.
Oh man, we've all been in that situation where you're trying to put something together and it's like, come on, rain, don't rain, don't rain. If it rains, then it's gonna fall apart. So yeah, that's how it goes. Well, that's good, man. So more room, which means more possibilities and a bigger Comic-Con for next year.
Yeah, we're like I said, we're already getting contracts sent out to people. People don't realize just how far in advance we work on these things. Like we're
No
working on the
break for you
contract
guys.
for next year's Las Cruces already.
No, man. And that's one thing that I think people like. As much as we're on here saying like, "Hey, you got a chance to rest." Did you really?
No, there's like a week.
Yeah, a week that you're not thinking about it, but it's still there, and you're still gonna have to.
Well, honestly, we're still doing because we're doing all the reconciliation with the hotels and the limo service and the convention center, and yeah,
Never
we're
goes away.
still finishing that up from Cruces. There's
Man.
still some stuff we haven't finished up.
Man, and then on top of that, Zia Comics as well. So it's not like it's just oh yeah, but so you still got the store. What's going on with Zia Comics?
I've been I know everybody's been asking about our next in-store signing, and I got two possibilities lined up. They are two of the Power Rangers, but they're not, the original Power Rangers. These guys are like can't remember, one's from Space Force and one's from Time. So I don't know. There's about 1,000 iterations of the Power Rangers. So, but they're I got two of those people I'm talking about maybe bringing in to Cruces, and we got it set up now with our new software where we can do like VIP meet and greets, where you can come in a half hour before the actual signing starts and have some more personal time with them.
Yeah.
Because it'll be a small group, and like a half an hour you can sit there and chat with them, ask them questions, and then they're part of that VIP thing is they'll sign your items right then and there. And then you got it done before the event actually even started, So then you can just go home. You're done.
I know that works. So especially because I mean, then oftentimes, especially with the different in-store signings, there's a lot of us that want to have different items that they're going to sign. It may not just be one. Some of
Yeah.
us are getting a bunch of stuff that we had from our child memorabilia. So, but I mean, if you're looking for someone for an in-store signing, I'm sure we can find out where this came from, and we can see if Sandy June wants to come by. So
Hey, Sandy June. Yeah, if she wants to come, we'll accommodate her. I don't care.
I'm just, man, I swear, we come into work sometimes and I'm like, hey, someone asked me for a coffee mug and I was like,
There you go.
I got you covered.
Hold on, let me
So,
open the mail. Here's one.
oh man. Well, Troy, we got a lot to get to, man. Especially just because this weekend, I think a lot of us are going to be glued to either Netflix or Disney Plus. Because I guess we'll start off with Netflix tomorrow. Cobra Kai season 5 drops on Netflix. Oh, I'm excited, man.
You're completely caught up so far?
Oh, I'm ready to go. So that's the binge watch for this weekend is gonna be some Cobra Kai.
Yeah, it's so cheesy and I love it so much.
This is the show that nobody gave hope to.
It started out on YouTube. It was a YouTube special.
It was a YouTube, if I'm not mistaken, YouTube Red. Remember that? The YouTube Red, they were trying to do something, and I don't know how it caught wind again on Netflix, and now it is one of their most popular shows next to Squid Games.
Nostalgia is strong. And like I said, it's just so cheesy, but it's so good at the same time.
So
it's one of those guilty pleasures.
I know, obviously the adventure, I mean, from what I've seen on the trailers, and I don't know if you've seen any sneak peeks. As a matter of fact, right now I just saw this morning, Netflix is showing the first 9 minutes of the first episode. So
no, I missed that.
I didn't get a chance to. I was actually going to watch it before we jumped on, and then I realized, oh, it's time for us to start. So, but first 9 minutes, and it looks like from what we've seen for the trailers, Cobra Kai has become very successful now.
Oh yeah, they're well at the end. They won the All Valley tournament. See, this is how much of a Karate Kid nerd I am. They won the All Valley tournament with Terry Silver.
Yeah,
through Sensei Kreese in jail on false charges, and Silver's a huge business mind, so he's like, "Hey, there's money to be had here." So they're expanding over the whole valley, and I think they had that deal that the losers shut down their dojos.
Yeah, so Miyagi Dojo is done. Apparently, they're done.
And so is Eagle Fang.
I know. Oh yeah, Eagle Fang. Well, then of
practicing in the park.
but it also left up because now you got. I mean, we're getting that nostalgia from the old Karate Kid movies because now we're getting more of the old characters coming back, making these cameo appearances. It's gonna be crazy, man.
There's no shame in their game, man. They're pulling cameos like crazy through Cobra Kai.
It's great. I think I'm excited to see if they will incorporate sometime. I don't know if it's going to happen this season. This could be, what they lead into going to season 6. If they will incorporate, how they had the next, what was it? The next Karate Kid.
Oh, they're going to bring in Jaden Smith.
I know, not Jaden Smith. No, not him.
Oh,
not yet.
God, no.
Not yet. But what was her name? They did the girl version of Karate Kid.
Oh yeah. Gosh, she's a really popular actress too, and I can't remember her name.
How do we not know her name right now? Oh my God, I know her name in the show was Julia.
Yeah, she was in $1 Million Baby. I can't think of her name, but yeah, she was in one of them. I forgot about that one.
Hold on, the next
if they pull her in, that would be amazing.
We are going to be so. Oh my God, how do we not know her name? Hilary Swank.
Oh,
how do we? Award-winning Hilary Swank, and we couldn't remember that. So yeah, no,
I'm going to bring in the little drum thing too, and teach them how to do the.
You can do the dance, and then somewhere out of the blue, just an eagle is going to fly in. There you go. It all makes sense, guys. I mean, we can't. Netflix, make it happen. Yeah. So, will we see Hilary Swank make a cameo appearance?
That's a good question. Wow, that'd be a big pull.
That would be. I mean, I don't know how you're going to go about that, but yeah,
for it.
That's what I was looking for in the trailer. If we're going to get any, because I mean, obviously we're going to see, Sensei Kreese, they do the little mention that he's in jail still. So
yeah, poor Martin Cove.
Oh man, but yeah, season 5 drops tomorrow, and I believe these are 10 episodes. That they're usually 10 or 12.
That's on Netflix, so they should drop them all at once.
Yeah, they'll drop
It's
all the episodes,
binge
so
time, baby.
I know. This is what we trained for. While Cobra Kai is changing for karate, we're training for a weekend of not moving from the couch.
I've been training for that my whole life.
Oh, man, this is what I was meant to do. I mean, I could be a black belt in binge watching. That
Yeah.
that's how
Yeah.
we're oh, man. So, yeah, Cobra Kai is coming out, and then I found out today, I didn't even know if this was a thing. Today is Disney Plus Day.
Is
Yeah.
it every day Disney Plus Day?
I guess, checking out my Disney Plus app because, it's what I do on the regular. It looks like today with being Disney Plus Day, they dropped quite a few things on Disney Plus. Thor: Love and Thunder is now
Ooh.
available for people to go check out if you didn't see it in the theaters, which you probably should have. But yeah, you get to watch from the comfort of your home.
Yeah, that movie got a lot of unwarranted bad press. I liked it. It was more of a comedic take, but they've been leaning that way with Thor anyway.
Yeah.
So the only problem I had was when he rode off on Stormbreaker like a witch's broom. The part I was like, maybe
Yeah.
not.
But then again, you do have the love triangle between
Yeah.
Stormbreaker and the mighty Thor. So that made for great comedic relief. And we've been saying this, like you said, it's becoming more of a comedy because the first one, although it was great, it was very serious for a while.
Yeah, yeah. I like it when sometimes they hit the perfect mix with the comedy and the action, and sometimes they lean a too heavy one way or the other. But for the most part, Marvel's got that formula down
Yeah.
more so than
So
DC.
yeah, no, they definitely are doing great, especially with the stuff that they put together and with the Disney Plus that I'm mentioning this Disney Plus Day and looking at, I don't know if you got a chance to look at your app. So there's what they've been dropping so far when you talk about they have a Simpsons special, which it's a 3-4 minute special of Lisa becoming a Disney princess. Uh
Ooh,
yeah. You
ooh.
get what he's calling the contractual obligated cameo from Loki, which is
Oh,
hilarious. Yeah, no, man. It's 4 minutes. It's worth the time. Go and check it out. So that dropped as a part of Disney Plus Day. Then of course Thor: Love and Thunder, and then this is going to be exciting. A special look at Andor, which will be dropping in just a few days.
yeah. Andor, I'm kind of scared about that one. This is probably I think this is gonna be the first one that really doesn't have anything to do with the Force.
Yeah.
It's going to
So
focus more on the Bothans and how they, started up their rebellion up to the point where they went and stole the Death Star plans. So, will Star Wars work without the Force?
I'm not sure, but for those that are wondering, like, where this is all gonna fit in, so, I would strongly recommend you guys watch this because I think, like we're saying, like, where does it tie in with everything? This is gonna take place before the, events of Rogue One.
Right. Yeah,
So
it's Cassian Andor's character. Like I said, it's all about it's supposedly all about the Bothans when their rebellion, how they started all that. So, yeah, I don't know. No lightsabers.
yeah, I know, huh? That's another thing too. No lightsabers, so
Is it Star Wars without a lightsaber? I don't know.
I mean, we're gonna have to trust the process, and I think by the time we get to episode 3 when the show is out, we'll have to say, "Okay, is it a, yay or nay to it?" But you're right. I mean, it's not gonna have
Those
what makes
writers
it
are going to
Star
have
Wars.
to actually write. Yeah, I need to fill 5 minutes while throwing a lightsaber duel.
It's
Okay.
like, "Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. The episodes are only 20 minutes, right?" "No, they're 30." "Can we make this one 20?" So
Uh,
yeah, I was watching a little bit of the first look for the Andor series as part of that. And there's also some other kiddie things that you're gonna see, but Disney Plus, man, they made today Disney Plus Day. I don't know why. Like, what is today so special about
uh,
Disney Plus Day?
September. Yeah, I don't know. What's the relevance? Did something important happen?
I was about to say, what day did Disney Plus officially launch? It wasn't on this day.
I don't know.
So,
Maybe
well,
maybe we're just the dumb ones.
I know, maybe, and this is why Disney's like, "It's Disney Plus Day," and we just spent the money on it. We had
Yeah,
no idea.
Yeah, in my house, every day is Disney Plus day. Just
Exactly.
ask my bank account.
Oh, they recognize it, like, "Oh, it's
Yeah,
Disney Plus month. Let me take that little $10 a month from you."
yeah. I'm sure all the banks probably just do it by default now on
I
everybody's
know.
accounts because who
Oh,
doesn't have Disney Plus?
oh, man. Alright, let's switch gears and talk about rich people. How does that sound?
I don't know any,
I don't know either, but
so let's talk about them.
I do get mad about the rich people fighting over things that we're like, "Wow, you guys are really fighting over things that make absolutely no sense." So, making the headlines this week, billionaires fighting over Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
Elon
Elon.
Musk took a shot at Jeff Bezos by insulting Amazon's new Lord of the Rings series for its quote, "weak male characters." And he said that the author is turning in his grave.
Yeah, Neil Gaiman answered him too, and basically told Elon Musk that he's an idiot.
Yeah.
But he did it
So
very eloquently because he's a writer.
he's like, I'm going to offend you in the most poetic, non-threatening way. And oh man, but yeah, to see billionaires fighting over the Lord of the Rings is
What
quite
has Elon
hilarious.
Musk made himself? He didn't start Tesla. He bought that as it was already going and just threw his name on it.
Yeah.
He really hasn't done anything except spend mommy and daddy's emerald mine money from Africa. And all he does is insert himself into pop culture like he's a some kind of aficionado or a source that you should listen to. Shut up,
Yeah,
Elon.
it's weird because it's like you do see him like you mentioned, he inserts himself into pop culture references, and it's like you see him with all these rappers these days, which I'm
And
just kinda
Amber
like,
Heard.
yeah, I'm like, oh, I was like, why is it's so weird because whenever you see these things, you're like, "Okay, that's understandable. Why is he there?"
Yeah.
Like, it just I guess you have to send him an invite? I don't know how it works. So, but yeah, he took a shot at Jeff Bezos. They're saying the beef is over the new Amazon Lord of the Rings, Ring of Power. He also said almost every male character so far is a coward, a jerk, or both. So this guy really had a lot of time on his hands.
Yeah, well, I would just tell him it takes one to know one because, like I said, Elon Musk, who cares about his opinion on pop culture? Why are people listening to him as a source
Yeah.
of what's good and what's not? I've watched the first Lord. I haven't watched the second one yet. I didn't have any issue with it. I thought it was a pretty decent. I mean, it was a little slow in points, but most of Tolkien stuff is. It kind of drags. If you've ever read the books, watch the movie instead because those books will just
Oh,
tire you trying to read
I
them.
honestly felt like I was when I first watched these back in the day when the movies first came out, I recall falling asleep during the very first one, waking up, and I'm just the first thing I said, "They're still walking? Like, what is going on?" It took me a while to finally catch up, and I'm like, "Okay, it starts off slow, but it does pick up," which, I mean, in true and form with this new series, it's doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of a it's a prequel, so I
Yeah,
mean, you're getting all, and everybody was up in arms about having people of color in there. So, oh well, Tolkien didn't have that. Did you ask Tolkien? Did he specifically say, "Hey, there's no black people in Middle Earth"? No, I don't think he did.
right. It's like, just watch it and enjoy it. I That's the thing that I've had an issue with, Troy, is that some people are so critical
Hmm.
of that we just don't take the time to enjoy what is like, you guys understand we're getting a new
Content,
outlet.
yeah, yeah.
More
You get more of a backstory for Galadriel. You see why she's so upset. You see Elrond before he became a really good leader. He was kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? Not much of a leader. This is what I'll say in this first episode.
I was gonna say he's an assist player. That's kinda what
Yeah,
I was thinking.
yeah, he's sitting there reading his poetry in the middle of the forest. Wait, you're the guy who fought Sauron?
Yeah. No, it's just, guys, let's just enjoy it for what it is. And not only that, we gotta remember, especially when we look at like this, at Star Wars, even some Marvel, DC, like, there's gonna be a new audience. So we can't all us, I mean, we're all, we're old timers now. Like, we can't be as
Yeah.
critical with what they're trying to give for the newer, younger demographic.
Well, these purists that they want everything to be exactly as it was in the book. Well, then go read the book. because this is the movie.
Yeah, and that's the same thing for even when you think about, like, the Harry Potter franchise. How many
Yeah.
people get upset about, like, it's like, "Oh, it didn't stay true to the book." Well, then enjoy the book. Leave the movies to us that don't have time or don't really wanna read the book.
Yeah, I mean, it for the most part, those they follow pretty close along to the line of the what was in the book. But if I want, I don't want to see an exact, step by step retelling of what happened in the book. I read the book, man.
Yeah.
I want to see dazzle me with some good CGI, throw in a couple dragons, maybe an explosion,
That's all we need, an
a,
explosion,
a
get the
big
heart
robot.
rate get the heart rate elevated, and we'll be fine. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, I watch movies to be entertained. I don't look at them to dissect them and overanalyze them, man. I just want to. Did I enjoy the movie? Was it a good time? Yeah.
And I'll say that too, because oftentimes I know there's certain sequels that come out that we're just kinda like, "Oh, why are they doing it?" But we go to the movies to be entertained, and, I mean, I don't think I've ever walked out of a movie, to be honest. I've gone to a movie I don't think I've ever been one of those that are just like, "Oh, this sucks," midway, you're like, "Maybe finish it." Like, give it a chance. Although there are some movies I shoulda walked out on,
Yeah.
I did it. I was like, I
I've
paid
never
money.
walked out of the theater, but I did turn off a DVD back in the day of one movie that was just so atrocious I could not power through it. I was just
Do you
like,
remember
no.
which one it was?
It was House of D with David Duchovny. I hate that movie with a freaking passion.
Oh, man. I gotta tell you, there was one movie I was so excited to see, but was so disappointed whenever we finally saw it. Anchorman 2. I was so excited to see that, and at the time that my wife and we were like and I told her because she was like, "Oh, I don't really care for that," and I said, "Okay, if we go watch this movie, and it just so happens around that time that the 50 Shades of Grey were starting to come out, those movies, I overshot, and I said, "If you go watch this one movie with me, I will see all 3 with you." Yeah,
Oh,
I messed up. So
I'm so sorry.
guess who was front and center for every 50 Shades of Grey movie? This guy.
Just crying the whole time.
Hey, man, it was a great love story. What can you say? It was
Yeah, yeah. So
pretty
was The
dark.
Notebook and House
I
on
know.
the Lake and those other movies I never watched.
Hey, man, it was pretty dark and twisted at some points. We'll just leave it at that. Not
Oh,
as
no, it's definitely masochistic, sadomasochistic. Yeah, it's no, I'm not watching
man, it wasn't a good trade-off, man. I was upset at Will Ferrell for a few years. I was like, "Man," I was like,
it.
I did a 1 for 3 deal, and I've never lived it down. Now every time I see Anchorman anywhere, I'm like, "I gave so much hope to you, and this is what I get in return.
Well,
Thank you."
Anchorman 2 did give us that one great scene with the big gang fight of all the newscasters everywhere.
Yeah, but it took forever to get to that scene, and I'm just kinda like, "Oh, man." I was
Yeah,
like,
that was a lot to sit through for a small payoff.
I know, right? You see how my payoff is, and I'm probably one of the few that have seen all 3 movies, and I'm just at least I didn't say hey,
There's not even a lot of women that can say they've seen all 3 Shades of Grey.
but Joey did.
Oh,
Oh, I know, man. I tell you, ever since then, I'm like, I'm never gonna ever throw that out there ever again. I
rub
was
your
like, "Hey."
eyeballs with lye soap.
Yeah, I was like, "I guess I'll just go watch the movie by myself from now on. I'm not gonna make these type of trades anymore." I just checking out the headlines earlier. So, Han Solo's blaster from the original Star Wars, sold for more than $1,000,000.
Honestly, I figured it would go for more.
I was kinda thinking the same thing.
That's an iconic prop, and if you can verify that's the one from any of the movies, I would. There's so many Star Wars fans out there. I figured it would go for a lot more.
Yeah, there's quite a few things. So this one in an auction goes for $1,000,000. I had it at least 4 or 5. I was thinking, I mean, 1 just seems so low to me. I mean, and then, the value of it's gonna be going up soon, but $1,000,000 seems a little bit low for me for something like that.
Yeah, I think that's very low. But then again, I don't have $1,000,000, so
That's like I said, it's us complaining about that's why we need to find either win the lottery or find a rich friend that says, "Hey, can you just buy me that? That'd be pretty
hey
cool."
Elon, will you buy me that blaster?
Hey, we could both pick on Jeff Bezos if you'd like. If you'll buy me
Yeah, I'm
the
not a Jeff Bezos fan either, but
I mean, hey, if he wants to be my rich friend, that would be cool.
But yeah, I wouldn't turn down a gift from him.
I mean, if you want to know what's on our Christmas list, there you go.
Just do an online registry and send it to Elon. Here's what I
Oh,
want for Christmas, and I won't talk bad about you anymore.
I was like, look, we will stop with the derogatory mentions of you from this point forward, but
No,
I'm gonna need this in
no, I
return.
can't do that. I
Yeah.
can't stop. Him and
Uh,
Greg Grunberg. Grunberg.
Coming up next week, for you DC fans out there, Batman Day, September 17th.
Yeah, when they first started this, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, so we had just opened the comic store, and it was a really big deal, man. They made a big event out of it. They put out special comics for it. They put out the little paper mask with the rubber band.
Yeah.
They went all out for Batman Day. And then the second one, they kind of scale it down a little bit. And then after that second one, it's just kind of like they're like, yeah, today's Batman Day. Who cares? Here's some reprinted comics that people have already read.
It's like, we'll kind of, but with Batman Day, there's got to be something special that's going to happen on that day.
There
And
hasn't
Michael,
been in the past.
I know Michael Keaton, hopefully he can start the trend back upwards, because it looks like Michael Keaton's Batman will be in theaters on Batman Day for people to go enjoy. And they'll also have the an animated Batman flick that they're going to be showing in movie theaters. So we went from masks and everything else to, if you guys want to watch the old one, they're going to put it in theaters for you guys to go and enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, DC, they had something going there. That first one, there was a lot of hype around it. Because they tried to do other publishers tried stuff like that too. They tried to do Doctor Who Day, didn't go anywhere. I don't know if Marvel ever tried it. I don't remember them trying anything like that. But you think they would kind of coincide these with some kind of big event going on in Batman's world? No, no.
They just
Maybe this year they were going to do Batgirl, and the plans fell through. I don't know.
they're like, HBO Max did what? Oh, guess what they're doing now.
Oh,
And that probably doesn't help them either, though, because they're coming up to this day, and then all the news of what they did, it probably doesn't help.
no, I mean, I'm kind of upset they spent over 90 million on Batgirl, canceled it as a tax write-off, which means you'll never see it in any medium because if they lose that tax write-off. But yet they're talking about, oh yeah, Ezra Miller has gotten help and now he's better, so we're putting out the Flash movie.
So they are gonna put out the Flash movie.
That's the last I heard. What happened was they tested it with test audiences, and they said it performed better than Batman did. So then they're like,
Yeah. I
maybe
DC
Ezra Miller's not so bad.
we didn't, like, totally hate him. Kinda hated him. And
Yeah.
we're gonna go ahead and release this. It's okay.
He's a vile human being. They need to. They should have
I
axed that and kept Batgirl.
Yeah, I mean, there was that one they coulda went. I mean, you gotta also think about how many other, like, projects that they're also missing out on. I mean, by making this massive cut, and like you said, maybe Disney just needs to buy, DC as well, so that way we can get a DC Marvel collab and finally get something cool out of all of this.
Yeah, all the fanboys can finally get an answer. Well, what if Batman fought this guy?
And they had to fight on Batman Day.
Yeah, and Batman had no prep time.
Oh my gosh. Look at just real quick before we get out of here. Some other headlines. Top Gun Maverick seems to be still number one at the box office over Labor Day weekend.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was a slow weekend apparently at the movies. The Top Gun Maverick takes
Huh.
the top spot.
I'm trying to think what else came out. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, no, it's crazy to think that I don't think this movie would have had that much of an impact if it would have came out during its original date back in 2020. That now it's like, man, I gotta put it up there. This might be the movie of the year for 2022.
It's I've watched it once or twice since then, and it really holds up pretty well.
Yeah.
Because you got the nostalgia factor, and they're bringing in the new guys, and everybody loves jets. So jets
Don't
and dogfights.
everybody around here is like, you could do that and somehow throw a beach volleyball scene in there. Uh, there's something
Gratuitous
for,
beach bodge, yeah.
there's something for everybody, people. So Yeah,
That's
top
why
gun.
they don't do beach scenes with us.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. Keep the shirt on.
They're like, no. They're like,
No.
now you know what? You might as well. Can you put a shirt on at the beach? We would really appreciate that.
We're gonna do an Arctic scene with you guys. Here's a coat.
Yeah, no, nobody wants to see that.
Put on this face mask. There, that's better.
Like, here we go. Oh yeah, there you go. Now you're Nacho Libre. Good job. Troy, they want to keep up with you guys. Where can they follow you on the socials? He doesn't have an OnlyFans if you guys are asking, okay? No OnlyFans.
Or do I? I
Hmm.
don't. Because if I did, I'm sure OnlyFans would kick me off.
They're like, you really think
What the-
people
no.
don't do it. Like, no, please stop it. We'll pay you to stay off of it.
Now I would take that. Yeah, you can give me $20. $20 OnlyFans.
There you go.
I won't join. Give me $20.
Look,
Not monthly, just 20. Just 20 straight up.
negotiations are already happy with Troy and OnlyFans. But on the ones they can follow you on, where
We
can they
are
check
on
you out?
the Facebook, the YouTube, the Instagram, the Twitter, and TikTok.
That's right. Go and follow them. And me, you can follow Big Show FM. Big Show on the FM on Instagram. Joey on the FM on TikTok. Got one new follower. So not bad.
Ooh.
So I know. One new follower. And it's not a relative.
Oh, you've got a stalker.
Someone's coming up in the world, in the TikTok world. So
Start looking around in the parking lot when you walk out.
I know I'm gonna have to start, I gotta wear disguise, take
The
different
guy
routes
that's half
home.
behind the building, corn peeking around.
I don't know, man. TMZ could be watching at any moment of notice. I gotta start taking different routes home.
Joey, I follow you on TikTok.
Like, my first question, if someone ever told me that, I'd be like, why?
Yeah,
Like,
what?
like, there's so many other things, and you follow me on TikTok. Thank you. Guys, this has been another edition of Zia Comic Weekly. We do this every Thursday. We check in with you guys. We get to talk all things nerd. Make sure you guys catch us right here at 11 o'clock every Thursday for Zia Comic Weekly. See you next week.
Later, nerds.